Hello, Knox students. This is Miss Basto, and I am here for your first school counseling craft. I figured that while we were away for digital learning days and having to stay home, that I would do some videos on some of the crafts that I either do for my office or some of the crafts that I've already posted on my Canvas page. So, a lot of students love to come to my office for the sensory bottles. And so today we are going to make our own sensory bottle. All you need is a clear container. It can be this kind of bottle, it could be a water bottle that's empty, it could be a jar, it could be even some old Tupperware. So any kind of clear container. You'll also need water, a little bit of dish soap if you have it, clear glue, or if you don't have clear glue, you can use clear soap, clear hair gel, clear oil, what else? Clear hand sanitizer, any kind of thicker, clear substance. That's what helps the glitter move really slowly in the bottle. You don't have to have this, but I picked up some water beads because I thought that would be cool to put in today's sensory bottle. I also have different kinds of sequins, different shapes, and different color glitter. Now you can also get creative and add whatever else you want to it. If you want to add beads, rubber bands, small little toys, whatever you want to add to your sensory bottle. It could be whatever you think would look cool floating around in our water and glue sensory bottle. Okay, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to make one. I'm just going to add my clear substance, the thicker substance. It could be the glue, the hair gel, the oil, the hand sanitizer, soap, whatever you have. And I'm just going to add a little bit. The more that you add, the slower that everything moves. So if you have really heavy things like beads, you might need a little bit more. But I just put, let's see, about that much. Because the rest of it's going to be like, so this much glue or clear liquid, this much water, and then the rest is whatever you add to it. So now, before I add my water, I'm going to decide what I want to put in it. So I think I'm going to do some blues. So I have my sequins. And you don't have to have a funnel, but it does help if you do have one to get the glitter in. You could also make a funnel with just rolled up construction paper. All right. So it didn't want to go down this way, so I just dumped it this way. And I think I want to add another blue to it. And maybe some, this is a fine grain glitter. So I just added sequins, this is actually glitter. It's going to be very blue. And let's do maybe some silver. This is going to have a lot of glitter. Now if you've been to my office at Knox, mostly I just use one, but this time I'm going to go all out and use a bunch. We'll save that one. All right, now again, if you've been in my office, you've seen my tub of Orbeez, but this time I'm going to add some Orbeez in here. And it might be easier to already have your Orbeez in water, but I'm just going to toss them in and let them grow with within the sensory bottle. Okay, so now that I've added the glue and all the stuff that I want in my sensory bottle, I'm gonna add the water. Now this part is really important to do the water, add the water really slowly, because if you add it too fast, it's gonna start to bubble. So I'm just gonna add it really slowly. You might need some help from your parents or your guardians. And I left a little bit of room at the top because I know I'm gonna have my Orbeez growing, so they're gonna need room. Now, since I used glue, I'm just gonna add two drops of dish soap because the glue might make the glitter stick together, so that helps. So just a little bit of dish soap. Now, I'm gonna put the cap on, and I'm going to shake it for a little while just to get that glue mixed together with the water, get that glitter unstuck from the sides of the bottle, get it all mixed together. Let's see how quickly it settles down. So we've got to let that glue mix together for a little bit. But what I like to use sensory bottles for is if you're feeling stressed out, worried, overwhelmed, angry, or just really anxious or concerned about something, I like to look at the sensory bottle. So the sensory bottle is really helpful if you want to use it to get your mind off of something or just kind of relax all of your emotions that are building up. Looks like it's starting to build up some at the top. I'm gonna let that settle down and then I'll show you how I like to use it. Just a quick up close video. Glue. Just a little bit of glue. It's about that much. And then going to add sequins. And water. Just a little bit of dish soap. Get it all mixed together. Get that glue moving around. Let's see what we got. Pretty cool. So that's just an up close one. All right, so I'm still waiting on my blue one to settle down. All right, so the blue, I still have some space up top because the Orbeez are still trying to grow, but normally I would fill it all the way up to the top so that way you don't have glitter that's stuck, but that's why that glitter is stuck up there, because there's space. But like I was saying, what I like to do with the sensory bottles is it gives a good representation or a good visual of our minds and our bodies. So if we're not worried and we're not angry and we're not stressed about something, then our minds are able to see clearly. So just like these two bottles, you can see pretty clearly through them. But when our minds are all shooken up over something that we're worried about or stressed about or school, or we're angry about something, then it might look like this. And everything is just going crazy inside. It's hard to think clearly, it's hard to see clearly, and just like these bottles, now you can't really see too clearly. But if we stop and take some deep breaths and watch the glitter settle down, sometimes only a couple of deep breaths will help get your mind clear quickly. But sometimes it takes just a little bit longer and a little bit more deep breaths to get things settling down. And watching all of the glitter slowly fall is also very calming. So as you can see, we're starting to clear up a little bit, but we still have this much more to go. And like I said before, the more glue that you add, the slower it falls. So it all depends on how you like it. I'm gonna upload another video that is just the glitter bottles, just in case you don't have this material to make your own, but you do want to look at a glitter bottle when you're feeling worried or stressed or angry. Then you can just look on the next video at just the bottle, and you can take your deep breaths with the bottles. Hope you liked it.